What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. The weekend is upon us. We are literally less than 1 week away from Thanksgiving. I cannot believe how fast Thanksgiving is approaching. Um, November went by super, super quickly. Like, it is almost the end of the year. Like, we're almost in 2021. We have one more month to go, and we will be in a new year. Hopefully, that new year brings new opportunities, a better hopefully we just get a better year than what we've gotten this year. I'm looking forward to it. New beginning, new chapter. Um anyway, moving on, getting into this episode of GH. This episode was just a big ass hot mess. Like, everybody's life at this point is literally hanging in the balance thanks to fucking Julian Jerome and Cyrus Renault. But I'll get into that in a minute. Um, I don't blame Sam for holding the intervention. I'm glad that she did. I wish Christina could have been there, but then again, now thinking about it, I'm kind of glad Christina was not there because we all know how Christina can be in situations. We know Christina can be a little whiny. She could be a little too much. So I kind of understand why she was not invited. Um, I totally understand why she wasn't invited. Like I said, a part of me wished that she was there, but I get it. Now y'all already know. Y'all know what I had to get. Listen, y'all already know I had to go grab my cocoa butter. When I start, it's cold, and I start to feel ashy. I cannot. Like, my hands and stuff be starting to feel dry, you know that? I gotta grab my cocoa butter. You know I keep me some cocoa butter on the side now. So anyway. Um, so yeah, I could kind of understand why Christina wasn't invited when Diane showed up. Of course, Valentine showed up too. Sam was not happy about Valentine being there, which I'm not surprised. But I am happy that Diane, she's not a fan of Valentine either, but she knew that Valentine and, Alexis has gotten a little closer. They bonded somewhat. And Alexis actually does listen to Valentine. So she figured, why not have him here? Maybe Alexis will listen to him more than she would listen to us. Because I think Diane feels like they are too close to the situation because she's Alexis's best friend. Sam and Molly obviously are her children, so she's not really trying to listen to that. But Valentine is somebody I think she's more receptive to listening to because they haven't been close. They're just now starting to get close, and they've been, confiding in each other as of late. So maybe she'll more so listen to him. But of course, when Alexis got there, she wasn't happy about that intervention once she realized what the hell was going on, and she's upset with Sam for using her grandchildren as bait, as a pretty much like as emotional blackmail. Um, but Alexis needs to realize that they wouldn't be going through all of this and trying to do this stuff if they didn't give a damn about her. Like, obviously, they love you, they care about you. So if they didn't love you and care about you, they would just let you drink yourself to death. You know what I mean? They wouldn't give a damn that you were slowly drinking yourself into oblivion. They wouldn't care if they didn't care about you, you know? So hopefully she starts to be more receptive to the idea of an intervention. I hope so, because I feel like she needs it badly. Um, but Sam basically told her, like, if you do not do this intervention, you will lose all of us for good. Like, we're done with you. Like, we will cut all ties with you. And sometimes that's just what you got to do. You got to kind of, let that person hit rock bottom and let them know, like, you continue like this, we're not going to continue to stand by you. We're trying to help you. So hopefully Alexis is more receptive. Um. So anyway. So anyway. Because I'm trying to record this video and I'm getting text messages. That's why I was looking like that, kind of like this. And trying to swipe because I got a text. So yeah. Laura and Lulu are still trying to figure out this Dante Dustin situation. Sonny is also talking to Dante about it. Sonny pretty much has a direct approach to the situation. He basically he has a direct approach to it. He wants Dante basically to just go to Lulu, tell her how you feel, ask her how she feeling, and see if y'all could work this out and get back together. Dante's approach to it is more, like I still love her, but I don't want to push her. I don't want to, interrupt the life that she's created while I was gone. So I kind of understand where Dante's coming from, and I definitely understand where Sonny's coming from, because if I would take Sonny's advice on this. I think I'm more direct. That's just how I am, because I just like to just put everything on the table. You know what I'm saying? I like to be all in. I don't like to sit around moping and, oh, what if this, what if that, because you only lose the shots that you don't take. You know what I mean? Shoot your shot. See what you can get. You might get a slam dunk. You might not. Who knows? You won't know unless you just go for it. So, of course, Laura was letting Lulu know, like, maybe now is not a good time for Dustin to be moving in because you have conflicting feelings. And I agree with that, too. Like, maybe they should pump the brakes on this moving in business. And Lulu agreed, and she called Dustin and basically told him to meet her at the Rib, and he met her. And here's the kicker. Dustin pulled out an engagement ring and asked Lulu to marry him. I have a problem with that. I'm going to tell you why I have a problem with that. Under normal circumstances, I would be like, oh, that's nice. They about to get married. I'd be happy for you. But I can't, because I have to question the motive behind it. He basically was in agreement with Lulu that he was rethinking the move in too. But he also doesn't want her to doubt his commitment, because he was rethinking the move. That's why he proposed to her. He started to propose. My issue with that is they were just talking about moving in together before Dante came back, and they were confirming that they were going to live together, and they were happy about that. Now, you mean to tell me, now that Dante comes back and Lulu is conflicted, now all of a sudden you want to pull out a ring and be like, oh, let's get married? I have to question that. Like, did he propose because Dante's back now and he's afraid of losing Lulu? Or did he genuinely propose? I do feel like, yes, Dustin has feelings for Lulu. I do believe he loved Lulu. I feel like his love for her is genuine. Was he ready to get married at that point? Like, was he ready to propose? Or is he doing this because, oh, I don't want to lose you and I want to show you, like, I'm for real and I want to lock you in, lock you down? I have to question that. Like, what's the motive? Like, is it genuinely 1,000% sincere, or is there some type of reasoning behind this because Dante's back? So anyway, moving on from that. Laura is pretty much trying to get a handle on this Cyrus situation. She wanted to talk to Jason about it. Jason basically advised her to just talk to Sonny about it. He was like, go to Sonny, talk to him about it. Like, she just wants her and Sonny to connect on this. Like, they need to get to the bottom of the Cyrus problem. And I'm thinking that she's going to talk to Sonny about that case that involves her when she was a kid. That's what I'm thinking that she's going to talk to him about, because right now, Laura needs all the allies that she can get to shut Cyrus down. They're going to have to do something, because things are, being a mess right now. I did like the fact that Jason was bonding with Danny and stuff, teaching him how to play pool. I love that. I do wish that Jake could have been a part of it. I'm just saying. But I'm happy though. We get some father-son bonding time. And I think it's dope that he's teaching him how to play pool, because everybody know Jason loves to play pool and ride motorcycles and all that. So it's pretty dope that he could pass that on to his son. Well, at least one of his sons. Because we all know that Jake loves motorcycles. Because remember, Jake was when he was younger and stuff, he was a big motorcycle guy. He used to have the toy motorcycles and all that stuff. So it's kind of crazy. Like, he's passing on two of his favorite things to two of his sons. I think that's pretty dope. And I love the fact that, Danny and Cameron, of course, are cool. I was a little mad that Danny interrupted that conversation between Dev and Cam, because Dev was definitely about to tell Cam the truth about all the shenanigans that he's been pulling, forging that diary entry and all that stuff. Like, just, I'm glad he was gonna confess everything to Cam, but then he got interrupted. I was like, damn, bad timing. And then when he was gonna tell Cameron again, he got interrupted again because Liz and Franco walked in and Cameron wanted to go talk to Liz and Franco. I said, damn, all the interruptions. Like, let's get all of this out. And then, of course, Dev found a black bag and he was suspicious of it, so he gave it to the bartender. I was like, oh, hell. He found the bomb. Just everything about to be up in poof, up in smoke. Speaking of bombs, so Julian Stupid Behind was meeting up with Cyrus on the pier or whatever, and he was like, I'm not about to put this bomb out here, you know, in this restaurant with a bunch of people in it. But Cyrus was letting him know, like, oh, it's only gonna go off when Jason is by himself, and he gave him a burner phone to call him when he did what he told him to do. I felt like that was a lie and that was a setup. That bomb was not meant to go off just when Jason was by himself, because hell no, it's too many people in that restaurant. And how you know how long Jason's gonna be in that restaurant? Because once that place closes up, I'm pretty sure Jason's gonna leave when everybody else leaves. You know what I mean? Why would he stay after hours? I'm pretty sure he was gonna leave once it closed. Julian is dumb. So Julian ends up taking that bomb to the floating rib. He took it to the floating rib. He's sitting there looking at pictures of his family and stuff. I hate that the writers have destroyed the Julian character. That's the one thing I just dislike. Because Julian has such longevity to him to be on this show for years to come. And I hate that they wrote him into this corner that he just cannot get out of. Because even when he met up with Alexis and stuff, Alexis had bumped into him on the pier talking to Cyrus, and she was about to chew his ass out for it, but he had to come up with a quick lie as to why they were together. The way he was talking to Alexis felt like he was saying goodbye to her. Like, this whole little speech that he gave her and stuff, it made her feel like, are you saying goodbye? But he was like, nah, I'm going to be around for a long time. He was like, I'm not going nowhere. But we all know you are going somewhere. Unfortunately. I'm just pissed about all of this. Like, I really am. I'm like totally pissed. So moving on from that, Liz and Franco did not get great news from Terry. They did not get good news from her. It is not looking good for Franco at this point. So Liz actually called Patrick to get a consult with him because she wants Patrick to take over the case and look at it and see if there's something that can be done, because he's one of the best, of course. So her and Franco are supposed to fly out west next week. But of course, due to circumstances, I don't think they're going to make it. Speaking of Patrick, today is actually Jason Thompson's birthday. So happy birthday to Jason Thompson. I'm glad we got a Patrick mention. I'm just so mad. Oh my God. Everybody who's at that floating rib right now is literally in dire straits right now. So anyway, moving on from that. So Britt left a voicemail for Jason or whatever to get back to her, like to get to the hospital, because I guess she found something. Remember, she was doing an inventory of the pharmacy because Jason was like, oh, that's how Cyrus is running his drugs, through the pharmacy. So I'm guessing she found something. And just as she was leaving that message for Jason, Cyrus comes walking up, asking her, oh, what's the trouble and all that. And she had to come up with a cover just saying that, you know, it's a little mini crisis that she's taking care of, but it's nothing for him to worry about. So, of course, Jason couldn't get to the hospital today because he's spending time with Danny. So he was like, he's going to have to wait till tomorrow. And Brad is worried about, you know, if Jason can protect him, because if Jason can't protect him, then he's as good as dead at this point. I'm starting to realize that I think Britt is starting to realize what kind of mess Cyrus done put her in as the new chief of staff. Like, clearly, Cyrus hired her to be a pawn. You're just a pawn in a game. That's all you are. That's why he hired you. He needed a pawn. Somebody who wouldn't ask questions, somebody who's not evil but a great character type of person who's done, bad things. He wanted you in that position. That way he can control her, and that's really all it really was. If you really want to get it technical. Like, to me, I feel like that's really what it was. Julian, stupid but called Cyrus from the burner phone. And I was like, Julian, why the hell did you do that? Because clearly, if you call Cyrus from the burner phone, that's telling Cyrus that, okay, Jason's by himself. Dumbass. When Dante walked up to the damn floating rig, the damn place exploded. I was just like, oh my God. Oh my God. As soon as Dante was approaching, it just boom. I was like, so many, it's not only adults in there, it's kids in there. It's children. Danny. I was like, oh my God. Is this the way that they're killing Lulu off? An explosion? Or is she going to be in a coma, something badly burned? Because I think that's what they're probably going to do. They're probably going to have Lulu so badly burned or something like that. She's going to probably be in a coma. That way they could do some reconstructive stuff and they can bring in a new actress at some point. Even though I think it's stupid because at this point you might as well keep M. Ryland in the role. You know what I mean? I miss Julie Berman. I miss her. But I think it's kind of crazy that they fired M. I think that's ridiculous to me. But this was a hot ass mess right here. I was like, oh my God, Lulu's good as dead. Hopefully not. Like, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be some casualties in that explosion. Maybe even Dustin. Who knows? It's just gonna be a mess. All hell is just breaking loose in Port Charles at this point. So yeah, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. I will see y'all all Monday. Hope you all have a great weekend. Have a great day. See you all later. Peace.